And we're rolling! Yay! I'm so excited. It's our first video.
I know.
With you. Jeez, I've been cutting your hair for how long?
Years. Years and years.
So everybody, this is Walter.
Hi.
And Walter and I go way back.
Way back to about when I was a little kid.
When you were like 2.
Yeah.
So his dad and my dad, they used to work together. And he also lived like a street over. So you were 2 and I was probably like 11, I would think. Because we're what, 9 years apart?
Yeah. The good old days.
The good old days. So we've known each other for quite some while. Most of your life, you've known me. And he's been growing out his hair for some Comic-Cons that you and your girlfriend, who is also here, she's in the background.
Hi.
You guys went to
John Wick, and he wanted to be Jon Snow.
I was gonna say, can you guess what he was for Comic-Con? Did you guys have to get a lot of people come? Did you guys get people taking pictures and things like that?
Not of us. No,
Not of us, but we took a lot of pictures of people. I thought it was funny because someone else was John Wick at the Comic-Con, and I was like, oh, I gotta take a picture.
And I was waiting in line somewhere else too,
I was
so
sad
I
Walter
didn't see the
get
guy.
to see him. I was like, man, I wish you
We
could
could
have
have
seen
done
my
a John
significant
Wick
other.
photo shoot.
Oh, so you went as Jon Snow for Halloween.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then John Wick at the Comic-Con?
Yeah.
How fun.
Yeah.
So he's been growing out his hair for that, and now that all of that is over with, we are
He's
ready
like,
to
I
go.
could finally get rid of
free me
it.
from the
I could
hair.
finally see again.
Yeah, no
I
kidding.
can see again.
This is the longest I think I've ever seen your hair.
Yeah, even more than COVID. My hair grew a lot during COVID, but
Yeah.
not this much.
So you just get a scissor cut all over. We kind of go like more or less like finger length on the sides above the ear. We do keep it longer. He's not going to be getting a fade today.
No.
So I would call this haircut more like a business cut.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But this isn't a how-to video. This is a Christmas Vlogmas video. I love it. I'm so excited. Alright, so Christmas speed round. I'm going to ask Ava, you're going to actually have a little bit of time for this one to think, but this is a don't even think about it. Give me the first thing that pops in your head.
Alright.
Walter, go first, and then Ava, you go right after.
Okay.
Most favorite holiday food?
Tamales.
Mine is ham. I
Ham.
love Christmas ham.
Tamales, that's a first.
You get a Hispanic in the chair.
Yeah, that's true. You're Mexican and Colombian, right?
Yes.
Split down the middle?
Right down the middle.
Yeah.
Going back at least 4 generations, even though it doesn't look like it.
Yeah, you're like the white
Yeah.
Hispanic, but you're still, hey, it counts.
It counts.
He's got the hair of a Hispanic.
Yeah, you
He's
do.
got thick hair.
And the taste buds, right?
Yes.
Yes.
The taste in the hair.
And I sprinkled paprika. I was making dinner for her one day,
Okay.
and I roast potatoes in the oven.
Mm-hmm.
I just season it like really easy, like just pepper, garlic, salt, accent salt, that kind of thing. And I decided to put a little bit of paprika in there, just kind of give it a little bit of a pop.
Mm-hmm.
And it came out, and Ava was eating it, and she's like, "This is spicy." And I ate a few pieces. I'm
He
like,
put too much or something.
I'm like, "It's spicy?"
Paprika?
Yeah, I was like, this got a little tang to it.
So you're not a spicy food.
No.
Okay.
No, she's
my
as white as they
my
get.
stomach is sensitive.
Aw. Alright, next question.
Alright.
Without Walter, you go first. Ava, you go right after.
Okay.
First thing that comes to your mind, your least favorite holiday food. You're passing. You don't want this on Christmas, Thanksgiving.
I don't know. My mom makes some pretty good food. I mean, Only thing I could think of would be like a potato or an egg salad or something. But that's more of a summertime food.
I was gonna say my grandma makes egg salad, and I am not an egg salad person.
She makes it for Christmas?
Yeah.
Okay, well yeah.
What about like deviled eggs?
Like
I don't
deviled
like
eggs.
you know, I'm weird. I don't like eggs too much unless they're scrambled. And even
Okay.
then that's like a small portion. Like I'm not big on eggs.
So you can't think of anything that you're like, no, I'm not eating that. You can keep the green bean casserole. You can keep the cranberry sauce.
Green bean casserole is great. Stuffing's
green
great.
bean
Potatoes are great. Turkey's great. Ham is great. I mean, maybe mole. My mom likes to make mole for Christmas. I've never been big on mole.
For me.
What is mole?
Mole is
I've never heard of that.
It's a traditional Mexican dish. It goes back to the days of the Aztecs. And basically it's chicken covered in a chocolate peanut butter sauce.
What?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound good.
It doesn't sound good, but to a lot of people who have had it, it's not like a sweet kind of a sauce. It's more of like a, I don't know, like a smoky, charry kind of a sauce. You have to kind of just see it in order to kind of get the full picture of it.
That might. I've never heard of that. That's
It's
interesting.
one of those things where it's either you love it or hate it.
Gotcha.
You know, my dad loves mole. You know, lots of people love mole. My uncle loves mole. You know, my mom likes to eat it too. I've just never been a fan.
So that would be your least favorite.
Yeah. Now that I think
Okay.
about it more, yeah, she always usually makes that during Christmas or for Christmas mostly. So I don't care for that.
Okay. Ava, you were gonna say something. I'm sorry.
I just don't like the eggs. That's the only thing.
She's talking about the eggs.
No eggs.
Egg salad.
Egg salad.
No egg salad, because then it smells.
It stinks the whole house
It
up.
sticks the whole.
It
place
does,
up.
like
It's
Brussels
gross.
sprouts or broccoli.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oddly enough, I like those.
I do
like
too.
Brussels sprouts. They're really good. Roasted Brussels sprouts.
If it's roasted and buttery, yeah. I'm a little bit pickier about Brussels sprouts because they could be really bitter for me sometimes. But I always love broccoli. Broccoli's great. Cauliflower is great. Carrots.
Oh, that's another one I
Spinach.
don't like. Cauliflower.
I
You don't
know.
like cauliflower?
I'm not a cauliflower person, but my grandmother
I
and my dad
love cauliflower.
I just want to long hair on.
I'd rather have broccoli than cauliflower.
Oh, broccoli's good.
Yeah, I like broccoli.
And asparagus. I've been getting a little bit more into asparagus.
I love asparagus.
I like asparagus too. It's not bad.
Have you ever had the Brussels sprouts from Hamlin Pub?
Hamlin Pub. Where's Hamlin Pub?
There's one at like 31 in Gratiot.
Oh, I don't go that far out usually. I usually stay more south.
That is 5 miles away from you, sir.
I know. I don't go north. I go south.
So there's one at like 22 or 23 and...
Maybe. I mean, the name sounds familiar, but I don't usually eat like pub food to be honest.
So I will say this: it's a restaurant.
Okay.
It's just called Hamlin Pub, but their Brussels sprouts are fantastic. They come with like a walnut or like a pecans.
Oh, yeah, I can't have that with Ava around.
No, you can't. So,
No.
but you can ask for it without it. Cuts
Yeah.
of bacon, feta cheese, and like a brown sugar balsamic vinegar drizzle over it. And they're like like it's so good grilled.
Interesting.
They are fantastic. The bacon with it is so good.
That does sound good.
But yeah, you can ask for it without the
Yeah,
without the nuts. We actually went there one time with another couple friend of ours, and our friend's wife ordered an avocado burger minus avocado. 'Cause she's like deathly allergic to avocado.
Really?
It's interesting.
I'm like, why wouldn't you just order a regular burger then? Because she likes everything else that comes on the burger, but not the avocado. I was like, that's
Why doesn't she just
odd
order
thing.
a regular burger and then add on the things that she likes?
Or do that, or just say avocado burger without the avocado.
Yeah, I guess.
And just make sure, because I can't even have it. I'm
I
definitely
feel like that's a way to invite somebody to mess up your order and you'll get a reaction.
Like
That's scary.
literally,
Getting
her throat will
reactions
close up.
are scary. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
like,
happens
that's-
to me with all nuts, which is really scary.
That's
Yeah.
like
Does she carry an EpiPen?
I don't know.
She should.
She should.
She might. I don't know. I haven't asked. Her husband was with her. So if anything were to happen, hopefully he would figure it out.
My favorite has to be, though, for the holidays, is just homemade food, because you know it's made with love and care.
Yeah.
And that's
And it's
the
safe.
best. And it's from the heart. And you know it's safe. But I like to help cook, you know? Like, my favorite thing to do is, with my grandma, we love to make sweet potatoes. So
Okay.
we mash the sweet potatoes up, and then we put marshmallows on top, and that's my favorite.
I know, we've made
and
sweet potatoes a few
We
times.
have. It's my favorite. It's just perfect little side dish.
With the marshmallows and the brown sugar
Yes.
and all that. Yes.
It's my favorite. I have a sweet tooth, so
That's probably. I'll eat them if they're there, but that's like my least favorite.
Really?
Would be.
Like a sweet potato casserole.
Okay, not even sweet potato. I take it back, yams. You know, they're like the same. I like sweet potatoes more than yams.
Yeah.
Me too. Me too.
Okay. Next speed round question. Walter, you go first, then Ava. So you have, like, Ava has a little longer to think about it, but still, like, the first thing that comes to your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, ready?
Alright.
What was, throughout your childhood, the most favorite, greatest Christmas gift you ever received? Walter, go.
Jeez.
She already knows. She's like,
Christmas gift. The thing is, I've gotten lots of great Christmas gifts, so
Okay.
it's hard to pick just
So-
one.
you can name a couple, but
I
what
mean-
comes to mind?
Man, it's all over the place. I mean, I remember as a little kid, the one that kind of pops out to me is as a little kid, getting Hot Wheels for Christmas was really fun. I remember my parents got me, this was back in the like early 2000s, they got me the dinosaur track. Basically, it's a giant T-Rex, and it's a track, and his mouth opens and closes, and I think the card comes out of his mouth or into his mouth or something, and his jaw snaps shut.
Cool.
It's really cool. And
That
he
sounds
just kinda,
really cool.
He kind of just moves around, and the cars are just whirring around the track. It was very cool. That's the one that pops up to me the most as a kid. And I guess more in recent years, I mean, there's been lots of stuff that you'll get early. I got earlier on in the year, like in July or whatever, that counted kind of as a Christmas gift because it was a big purchase. Like,
Like
I
what?
guess another thing, I do play an instrument, so I do play guitar. And I remember back when I was in a junior in high school, my mom surprised me with a guitar from Guitar Center. It was an Eddie Van Halen signature series guitar, so it's his Frankenstein model. It's red, white, and black, basically in the same colors that he did for his own guitar. It was a pretty pricey purchase, but I was just at the store, like, trying to save up my little allowance to try and, like, save up for it, and I was just playing it just kind of see how I would like it, to see if that's something I wanted to save up for. And I was about to put it back, and the guy's like, "Oh no, you don't have to put it back, it's yours now." I'm like, "What?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, it's all paid for. Here's the receipt." I'm like,
Aw.
"What?"
That's such a sweet story.
And I look at Mom, and she had her phone ready, of course. And as soon as I look at her
so
with my
cute.
mouth gaping, she took
So
a picture of me.
cute.
So she has the picture of me with my mouth agape,
I gotta see
learning
those
that I
pictures.
just got the guitar that I wanted for a while, and
That's so sweet.
they had already bought it for me in secret.
Send that to me because I'll put that if you can, and I'll put
look
the
for
picture
it.
in the video.
It's on her Facebook somewhere.
That's so
I
sweet.
love that.
Okay, I guess it's my turn.
It's your
So,
turn, girl.
Alright. One of my favorite gifts that I got when I was little was my Nintendo DS.
Okay.
And
Nintendo
my
DS.
dad would get me all the games every year for Christmas that would come out. So, like, Legends of Zelda and Pokemon and the little animal games, like where you feed the dogs and the cats.
Nintendo.
Nintendogs.
I
that's
love
what
the
it was.
Nintendogs.
And
That's
I would
hilarious.
get so excited. I would play the games like all day after Christmas, after we opened presents. And that was like one of the best gifts because I would play with my dad. Like we liked to play Pokemon together and Legends of Zelda.
That's cool.
That was my favorite thing growing up, getting my little DS games or my Wii games. I would get Wii or DS games. That was
Very
my
cool.
favorite memories.
See, what would we do without our parents making Christmas so magical for
I
us? That is special. Do you still have your DS?
I have a few little games. I kept.
Okay.
But what's nice is I did give them to my dad's girlfriend's son, and he's a little boy. He's 8 or 9, and I wanted to have him have the memories that I had. He was so excited. So.
Aww. He's like, how can I get all these cool games?
He was so excited. I gave him a lot of my Pokemon games, and he just gave me
And
like
cards.
the biggest hugs. I gave him the cards. I gave him a lot of things from my childhood, and he was just so grateful.
That's awesome.
I think you gave him your Nintendo Wii too. So
I
he-
did give him my Wii, and
You
he's
got
like,
lots of cool
whoa,
stuff.
and he's like, I get to play on this, and I was like, yeah. So I really hope he gets to have those kinds of memories that I did when I was little playing on the Wii.
Now, your dad's in Florida, right?
He is.
Okay. Do you get to see him over the holiday, or?
I am. I am getting to see him at the end of December. I'm very excited. Him and my grandmother.
So it's been a while since you've seen your dad, because you just moved here in August, right?
Yes, it has been a while. I'm excited because my grandma is very festive. She loves to decorate, and she makes all her own decorations. So
Aww.
I'm very excited to see what she comes up with this year, like the different kinds of wreaths.
That's awesome. All right. Speed round question 4. This one, people get tripped up and they either have something like right away, or they're like have to think about it. So you're allowed to think about it. But I love when it first it comes to you right away. Worst gift you ever received. Worst gift, most embarrassing, awkward, what is this? Was this even for me? Had to pretend you liked it. The story could be from the Cuckoo Auntie.
So, sometimes my uncle will get me a Christmas gift. I'm not sure if this was for Christmas or for a birthday or for what, but I'm just going to count it as Christmas because I can't remember. And he got me this little card game. So you know how they have all these different card games like Cards Against Humanity and what Know Your Meme and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Well, he got me a little card game for as a present, and it's like a hipster themed card game about like hipsters working in coffee shops with mustaches and stuff. And I'm like, thank you, Dio. It's Spanish for uncle. Thank you, Dio. This looks great. And in my head, I'm thinking, what the hell is this?
Like, do you think I'm a hipster? That's funny. Did you ever open it?
No.
Did you re-gift it to somebody?
It's hanging around storage somewhere at home. It's just somewhere at home. Just
Okay.
lurking, waiting to be uncovered again.
That's funny. You guys should go play it and see what's
I'm
happening.
really intrigued now. I want to play that game.
Why not? Might as well. All right, Ava, your turn.
Oh man, I'm thinking because I'm that kind of person where if I like something, I'll kind of just leave little hints. So I'm a hinter towards things. I'll also be like, oh, like that's cool, or I like that. So most of the times I'm really lucky because my family gets me really nice gifts.
It could even be like an old friend,
Yeah.
an old, like, just in general, worst, embarrassing, whatever. Somebody give you a re-gift.
Secret Santa, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember in my Girl Scout troop one time we did a Secret Santa when I was really little, and I got this gift, and it was all like different kind of lotions and different kind of like bath bombs. And
The generic.
Yeah. And I was just like, this is a great Secret Santa gift. Like,
it was a safe gift.
I was like, cool. And I was just like, in my head, I was like, I'm probably not going to use it. So I was grateful, and I acted like very, like, oh, I'm happy to get this. But later on, I think I gave it to like another friend. I regifted it.
I love regifting.
I love regifting too.
So
And then another really like strange Secret Santa was at my dad's friend's. One lady, I mean, it was sweet. She hand blew these little like night lights for everyone.
Oh, that's neat.
And it was cool, but it was an odd present to get. Like she did a Secret Santa and she just hand blew all these little like glass night lights for people, and I got a glass night light, and I'm like, and I was probably like 10 or 11. So
oh yeah, so like who cares?
I was like, what do I do with this?
Give me a DS instead.
I'm like, can I have a DS game? Nintendogs.
That's funny because if I got something like that, I'd be like, this is the coolest thing ever. A hand blown light.
Right now that I'm older, I would probably be like, whoa, this is awesome, because I think it's cool when people make stuff by hand. But as a
kid,
10,
yeah.
I'm like, what is this?
I can see that. No, I can see that.
Going back to best gift, you just jogged my memory.
Let's hear it.
So, my mom has this friend who knows how to knit or crochet, or I think they're two different things. I think it's knit.
Okay.
I know what I was going to say.
You do know what I'm going to say. And one year for Christmas, she surprised me. Because apparently, like 8 months ago before Christmas, my mom had contacted her friend and basically commissioned her to quilt a blanket for me. And this is a large throw blanket, like we're talking like the size of a queen.
You could put it on a small twin bed.
No,
Maybe
you could probably put it on the queen. You could definitely lay it on top of a queen bed, and it'll take up the whole like bottom.
So
of the
this
bed.
took her some time.
Yes, it took 8 months for her to quilt this this blanket. And the cool thing is, she used a special pattern because I guess my mom told her like, you know, like, do you have a pattern to do this design? And basically what it is, I'm a very big fan of metal music. I'm a huge Metallica fan. That's actually how I met Ava over there.
Yes,
And
big Metallica fans.
And she commissioned a blanket for their album Master of Puppets. So it has the album design quilted as the blanket.
If you look up the album, you've probably seen the album.
I mean, it's a simplified version. It's a simplified pattern.
With
but
crosses.
It's distinctive. You can
and
make it out.
And crocheted or knit all these crosses to look like the graveyard.
She used
on the
like
album.
3 or 4 different yarn colors.
Bordering around all the crosses,
cool.
and she made the like lightning or the cool dark sky in the background. When I first saw that blanket and Walter showed me, I'm like, where did you get this? I'm like, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
8 months?
Yes.
Wow.
That's what I was
He's like,
told.
my mom's friend handmade it. I'm like, your mom's friend made that? It looks like something, honestly, that you would buy at like an art show. Or
Yeah.
like a festival where they sell their art.
I do remember you telling me that. But I just remembered that it was a Metallica blanket.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that it was the album cover. That's really cool.
It's so cool.
That is really
Such a
cool.
cool piece of art.
I also do find it adorable that you both like bonded on your equal love of music,
Yes.
specifically Metallica.
Yes.
And just looking at you guys and knowing your personalities, I would never ever think like, yeah, they're metalheads
Yes.
for sure.
We're both just really quiet, like down to earth, personable people, and we don't like.
Who love
we don't have, like, we
Comic-Cons.
don't have like the piercings.
Not at all.
We don't dress in like the dark clothes, you know. Like,
With Walter's business cut and super
his business
vast vocabulary.
Here we are, just looking super casual at the concert with like our jeans and our t-shirt.
I think that's like one of my favorite things about you guys. Like you
Aw.
just, I think that's really awesome.
Thank you. You're so sweet.
I know. Just kidding. I'm not sweet to everyone, let me tell you.
Oh, we know.
I have a spicy side.
Go,
The
Jessica.
Italian side.
Every girl needs her spicy side.
Mm-hmm.
Every girl needs her spicy
Oh,
side.
trust me, Ava's got her spicy side too. She got the Italian in her too.
It's so funny because when it comes out, it's like,
You know,
where did that come from?
You don't know that you're doing it. You just do it. You know?
Yeah.
It's like second nature.
So the last time I got mad, like gave the look like, how dare you, the mom look.
The mom.
Will went to his dad's with his brothers last weekend. They usually go on a hunting trip every year. They did not go hunting. They just went and hung out, had, good food, and went shopping to Cabela's and things like that, and just did their guy thing, had their quality time. Well, before they left, Will purchased a tiny little pew-pew. It's so cute. It's like a pocket pew-pew.
Oh my god.
So, he purchases this, has not shot it yet, right? And gets home from I always say hunting because that's what I'm used to. But he gets home with his brothers. My feet were so sore. I was so excited that he was coming home with his brothers. I cooked a whole bunch of stuff. I cooked for like 4.5 hours.
Oh, no.
I see him coming home. I'm so excited. Like he's about to walk in. I made homemade brownies and his favorite stuffed pepper soup and homemade bread. And I'm so excited, right? And they get out of the car and he goes, oh, did you see the deer just came by and ran in the backyard? So Will grabs his pew-pew. And I have a strict rule that I don't want on our property, no hunting on our property because the deer are always in our backyard. They feel safe. They've given birth in the backyard. They eat from our apple trees. They're and they feel comfortable. Like we go outside, they don't even move. Pulls his pew-pew out. I said, don't you dare, not in our backyard. Like you had all weekend with the guys. And I hear the gun go off.
No, I love deers.
I was so pissed.
Oh,
I was like,
bet.
you did not. He's like, I didn't shoot at them. They already ran in the woods. I'm like, great. Now they're gonna be afraid to come back. I just remember looking at him like, if I could have laser vision right now, I am so furious.
Oh jeez.
They're all like, it's not a big deal. I got a hunting license.
I love deers. My grandma used to take me around where she used to live when I was little and show me the deers. I loved the deers. And she's the same way. When she had her house up here, all the little animals would come into her backyard because they would feel safe. She'd put out little feeders for the birds. She'd throw some little seeds for the squirrels and the chipmunks. And I used to go on her porch, and I used to just watch the animals. So I get that. I would be upset too.
Yeah, like, I don't care. We have so much, but like, not in the backyard. One day I was cutting his hair, and we look out the window, and a deer was giving birth in our backyard, right there. And the thing comes out all like slimy and stuff, and the mama deer walks away, like down the yard. I'm like, your baby. Don't leave your baby here. And I'm thinking I'm about to have this pet deer, right? And then the deer just starts walking all wobbly. I'm like, wow. The mom's just shaking herself off. So I do feel like they feel safe, and he reassured me, oh, they'll come back. They weren't even scared. I'm like, yeah, okay. But if looks could kill.
Oh yeah.
God, I remember the last time I got mad is when we went to the Michigan
Oh
game.
good. You're gonna tell her about that.
Oh God, there was this kid and he was just so obnoxious and rude. And Walter was trying to help his mother because she goes, can I get out to go get food or go to the bathroom? And Walter was like, here's an easier way. And she's like, okay. And she went up a step to get out quicker because it would have been taking a long time because I have my backpack that I have to keep all my stuff in. So she just went up the one step and she got out easy. And this kid was like, he was wasted.
Wait, hold on 1 second. Was Walter helping his mother or the kid's mother?
The kid's mother.
So it was
Okay.
the four of us. It was me, Ava, Tyler, and Tyler's girlfriend.
Okay.
So his nephew and the girl.
Okay, gotcha.
And so Then this kid, he starts yelling at us, and he starts yelling at Walter, and he goes, "Why would you make my mother go up the steps?" He's like, and he was wasted, and he's like, "You made it harder on my mother," and he goes, "You know, I'm gonna call security because you guys are giving my mom a hard time." And all these people around us were just like, "Dude, she was helping you. He was helping your mom. Like, she was getting out quicker. She had to go do something."
I didn't tell her, don't come this way. I said, maybe go this way. It might be easier. And that was her choice to take the step.
Oh, God. I just wanted to watch my Michigan game. This was for Tyler, his nephew's birthday, his 18th birthday. I was like, you know what, I'm enjoying the game, and I was like, you know what, and I got mad, and I'm like, you sit back down. I'm like, please be quiet and let everyone else enjoy the game. And like, I was yelling at him, and he was like, "Oh, Molly, security, I mean, you're being aggressive." I'm like, being aggressive? I'm like, you're the one that started up, and the kid ended up like just sitting back down because I like told him off, and all these people were like, "Good for you." They're like, you know, yeah.
And then he sent his mom to go get some snacks.
Yeah, and then he sent his mom again to go get snacks. I'm like, so you're giving us a hard time about it, but then again, you're making your mom do like
He's
all
making
this stuff.
it sound like we disrespected his mom so badly.
And the mom was telling the kid,
and you're helping
like,
her.
Nothing happened. Like, why are you making a big deal?
And I held my arm out. I held my elbow out.
And then I later found out he was pushing these women. Like, these older women that were probably
Like,
in their 50s and 60s. And the woman was like, "Thank you for standing up for us." And, like, everyone was just saying, like, "Thank you for, like, stopping the kid." But, like, I don't get why there's people like that. Like, don't go to a public event if you know that you get like that.
Yeah, no kidding.
I literally held my elbow out like this.
Yeah, and he helped
I'm like, "Here, come on, grab on. I'll help you up." And she was like, "Okay, thank you."
God.
And
You almost got punched in the face for being a nice guy.
Exactly.
So they say nice guys finish last.
I wouldn't have let that happen, trust me.
Hey, if there's ever a fight as a woman, don't ever try to get in the middle. Because you catch an elbow and you're trying to stop, that's my man. Oh no. Now you just made him even more mad. And now you gotta go to the morgue to identify a body because
Exactly.
Alright. Oh my gosh, Walter, there's so much hair.
Oh, I bet.
It looks like an animal down there. The cats
You
are
can create a
gonna
new animal from my hair.
The cats are gonna come over, they're gonna be like, "Did mom get a new pet?"
So, our neighbors around the corner have goats and cows and chickens and like all the farm animals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think that's all they have. But the other day I go for a walk and the goats start following me. And they're just walking on the road, whatever, how they talk. And I'm like, these goats are so cool. They're so cute. They like walk right up to me. And when they made eye contact with me, I had that like warm, fuzzy feeling. And ever since then, I've been like, "Babe, I really want to go." So
Ask your neighbor, "Hey, do you mind maybe?"
she said I can have the 6-month-old. They have a baby.
Aw.
So she told Will that yesterday. He came home and he's like, "Yeah, the neighbor said you can have the," because they're our cousins actually, married in. He says, "Yeah, she said that you can have the baby goat that's 6 months old." And I was like, couldn't talk. He's like, "Okay, maybe not." Because I don't know what we're gonna do with it.
You can build a little pen for him or her outside. And
I would let him walk around my house.
Let them go walk around the house.
I would build a little like pen for the little goat outside, and I would just go outside and visit my goat.
I mean,
so the next time I come see you, am I going to see a baby goat walking around?
I hope so.
I hope so.
I don't know what I'm going to do with it. He doesn't want it in the house.
No.
I can persuade him.
You're going to be like, "But Cuddles."
They're so cute. I'm like, I don't know why. I love this goat so much.
I feel like the cats would be like, "What is this thing?"
I feel like they would mess with each other. Maybe, I don't know. The only thing that freaks me out is when they like headbutt you to like show dominance, and they have horns, like the full horns.
Is it a male?
I don't know.
Only
the males or the aggressive
ones?
ones?
Only the boys have the horns. The girls don't.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're males, but they're so cute. I want to go so bad.
They're really cute.
I don't know what I would do with it.
I love how they were just following you, like, oh, cool.
Yeah, they
Mother's
just.
here.
I
Wanna
start
go on a
walking,
walk?
and then they came out of the yard. I'm like, oh hi, and then they're following me, and I'm walking down,
That's so
talking to
cute.
them. So I wanted chickens originally, so we can get eggs and use the eggs. That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
makes sense. What am I gonna get from a goat? It's just gonna cost me money then to help me out. So probably not the best idea, but same with cats. They don't really. They're a bill. All right, you feel better?
Much better. I feel lighter now.
Yeah. What you think, Ava?
I think he looks very handsome.
You
Thank
like
He looks
it?
very handsome.
Check it.
I can see his eyes now.
Woo!
Yay.
I could see his eyes.
Yeah.
Before I was like, where's his eyes? He looked like Cousin It.
I know. It was hard to see because my hair kept getting in the way.
I'm just looking at all his hair on the floor and I'm like, that looks like a small animal.
Oh
Yeah,
my god.
There's more to be swept
I
up.
thought that was Cleo.
That's funny. Black cat problems. You're so right,
Leo's
though.
gonna go up there and be like, friends?
You be like, is
Ma?
someone calling my name?
Mom, did you get a new pet? You didn't tell me.